What's up everyone, Vitaly here, and in this video I'm really excited to share with you a tool that's been helping my Pinterest account grow for a couple of months now, and that's BlogtoPin. Thanks to this tool, I've been getting better results across the board. I've been getting more traffic from Pinterest, I've been making more money from Pinterest, and all the while I've been saving time because this tool creates pins for me, AI pins, image pins, all that sort of stuff. It uploads it straight into Pinterest without me having to do this, and I've saved so much time and energy from doing this on my own and getting pretty good results to letting this tool do it on its own and me getting even better results than when I was doing things by myself. So I want to take you through this tool and explain to you how it works because I do highly recommend it, but I want to give you as much information as possible without keeping things too long in this video to do that. So the first thing that I want to share with you is my personal results with using BlogtoPin. I've been using it for about maybe 5 months now, and if I look at the last 30 days of my results, I want to take you through some of my top pins that have been getting me the most traffic to my website, which are known as outbound clicks. I've also been making some pretty good money. Basically, before I started using this tool, I was making about a couple of hundred, maybe 500 on a good month every month from Pinterest traffic that I was getting to my website, because the way I do it is the more traffic I get from Pinterest to my website, I run ads on that website from places like Mediavine, and I earn more money. But after I started using BlogtoPin, those numbers slowly started to climb. We went from 500 a month at best to like 600, 700, over 1,000 in one month. It's a little over, it's almost 800 right now, but there is a bit of a wavy kind of thing that's been going on, which is completely normal. Pinterest went through an algorithm update, so you see a little downturn, then it comes back up, and it's better than before. But BlogtoPin has really helped me take things to the next level. Somebody that I work with that is really good with Pinterest recommended this tool. They recommend it to their clients. They also see results, and I'm seeing that. But moving forward, let me show you the results with this stuff. So when we look at my top pins, and this is, I believe, in the last 30 days, sorted by outbound clicks, which is traffic to my website, 90% of the pins that you see here are all created by BlogtoPin. So this one right here, this was created by BlogtoPin. I'll show you how that works when I take you inside the program itself. It's gotten almost 1,000 clicks, and I'm sorry, this is actually selected for 90 days. So in the last 90 days, it got almost 1,000 clicks. From Pinterest, I got almost 1,000 visitors to my website from this one pin. Here's another pin that was created by BlogtoPin, another one that's almost 1,000 visitors in the last 90 days. Here's another one that's over 700. There's another one. Let's see what else we got here. This is also was created by BlogtoPin. This was created by me, BlogtoPin. Let me just keep scrolling down. This was created by me a long time ago. BlogtoPin, created by me, BlogtoPin. You get where I'm going with this. This is 90% plus of all the pins that are getting me results on Pinterest right now that are helping my Pinterest stats grow are thanks to BlogtoPin. It will create these pins for you, and so that saves me time from having to do it by myself. And so these are my results, and obviously I've spoken about my friend that recommended this tool to me. He's also getting good results with that. His clients are who he recommended it to, and so that's what's going on. I'm also using it on a secondary website, and that's slowly growing as well. But let me take you inside BlogtoPin and explain to you how it works in case you decide to get it yourself, because I do highly recommend it, but I do want you to also understand what you're getting. So the first thing to understand is that this is a paid tool. If we look at the pricing, I am on the $50 a month option. If you're someone that's brand new to Pinterest, I would recommend the $25 a month one. $50 for most people a month if you're someone who is a bit more intermediate and maybe you're getting good results on Pinterest, but you want to take things to the next level. And if you have multiple websites or people that you're helping grow their Pinterest account and you have control over that, this would probably be the best tier. But here's how BlogtoPin works. So basically, in a nutshell, BlogtoPin is just an automated Pinterest growth tool. This is the inside area of it. And basically what you do there is first you obviously sign up with BlogtoPin, but then you connect it to your website, because what it does is it actually analyzes your content, the images that you have in your content, no matter how many bits of it. I have like 700 plus blog posts, and it actually collected the information and data on this to start creating pins on its own. It took my images, created pins based off that, and then actually optimized those pins with SEO that I can then just click once and it'll schedule them out on my Pinterest account. But once you connect it to your website, you also have to connect BlogtoPin to your Pinterest account, because it will get all that data from your website, but then it will also create pins that you then schedule out to be published on Pinterest. With this tool, you don't even have to go to Pinterest to publish your pins. If I go over here to where it says calendar and it says all pins, this is just a list of the pins that are scheduled to be created. These are all pins that were created by BlogtoPin. I still create some pins on my own, like image pins, which it creates here as well. If it scrapes it from your website, it will create those image pins for you. But there's also a lot of Toby pins, which you can see over here, which is text over background. These are all scheduled to be out. And if we look up here in the calendar, I want you to notice that we're in May right now, and there's 10 more pins that need to be scheduled out today, which will be, it does it on its own. I don't have to go back here and schedule or do it like that. I just click it once and bam, it's done for me. But tomorrow I'll have 20 pins, then it'll be 21. And I just keep going and going. So I have pins ready to go till the end of this month. And if I click on this arrow over here, I have pins all the way through June ready to go. It's actually quite incredible here. And over here, you see how it says needs approval? So these are pins that BlogtoPin scraped from my website from new content, and it's asking me like, hey, do you want to approve this or not? So if this was an image that it got from my website, so that's why it looks like it's a little bit like, you can move it around a little bit, make it bigger, but you'll notice that it says Pinterest title. It's this I didn't do anything. This created it. It created the description, it created the alt text, and it's linking it back to my website. So I can either schedule it, which means I will approve it, or I can click on reject. Maybe I don't like the image and I want to change it up. But let's say I click on schedule, there will be an option. Well, it doesn't show it right now, but what happens is you will be shown when you can publish these, because what this also does is there's a lot of brilliance to this tool, because it doesn't just schedule it out randomly. It actually schedules it out in a very strategic way. So let's say you have like 5 different boards and 20 different pins that you're trying to publish to these boards. It won't publish 20 pins to one board in one day, 20 pins to the next board in the other day, and so forth. It will scatter them out in kind of like a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit there. Maybe you'll see the same board get like another pin every few days, because the scattered approach is what actually helps your Pinterest account grow, because it's kind of like you have a lawn or a garden, and you have like all these different plants, and it waters these different plants little by little. It doesn't just take all the water and pour it in one section of the garden. And that helps your entire Pinterest account grow. And Pinterest really likes when you're like very strategic and basically just kind of like putting attention to one board over here, putting attention to one board there. I have hundreds of boards on my pins, some of which I haven't even been growing for a while. And BlogtoPin has actually been like putting pins in those boards that I haven't been showing much attention to, which are now receiving more clicks. So it will find which board to put it into. And it's really, really amazing. Now, the thing is, if you're new to this and you're like, how do I figure this all out? Is this beginner friendly? I would say it is beginner friendly, but there is also a tutorial over here section that you can click on. And I would recommend that you go through these videos, because the person that created this tool, he will walk you through how all of this works. But I'm just giving you kind of like a crash course on this stuff. But basically, that's one of the ways that BlogtoPin works. Now here's another one. If I head over here to where it says AI pins, notice where it says select page, and see how I have all of these different pages. Remember how I said that BlogtoPin connects to your website? So that's how it has all of these pages over here. It will also find your boards from Pinterest, so it can put it all together for you. So let's say, for instance, I have a board here, a page here, or a post that I want to create content on. So let's say where to stay in Savannah, Georgia. I click on generate pin, and I want you to notice how it says credits available. It does cost you credits to create pins. For your membership price, I think whatever you choose, you will get an X amount of credits to create an X amount of pins for. If you need to purchase more credits for more pins, you can click on this button where it says buy more credits if they run out. Now notice right here, I have a post here that says where to stay in Savannah, Georgia. And I just clicked on generate pin, and it's generating that pin right now. So I just want to show you what this tool looks like in action, because when I was showing you the Pinterest stats over here, I was using this exact feature, this section of BlogtoPin, to create these pins that are now getting me traffic and results. So it's generating it. You can create multiple pins at once. And so what I basically do is, let's say I have a new post that I create content on. Once I publish it, BlogtoPin, I refresh the BlogtoPin sitemap, so it like finds out that I created that new blog post, and it also finds out that I created a new board. And by the way, this is the one it created. I think this looks absolutely beautiful. I wouldn't be able to make this in Canva. And notice this. This is filled in. It's already going into the appropriate board in Pinterest because this is relevant. Savannah, Georgia. It has a description that it made, an alt text that it made, and now I can auto schedule it, or I can pick a date. I typically let it do it on its own, so I click on auto schedule, and you'll notice that all of these are blue over here because I already have so many pins scheduled and ready to go that I can't schedule this right now. I have to wait a few days before a new opening becomes available because Blog2Pin recommends that you don't publish more than 20 pins a day to your Pinterest account to avoid any kind of like overdoing it basically. And so if this was available for scheduling, you would see like a green bar on top of one of these blue ones, and then I would click, there would be a button down here that says schedule, and this pin would be scheduled. So it's just waiting, and so are these other ones before that becomes available because we don't want to publish like dozens and hundreds of pins a day. We want to be very strategic about this. You don't want to pour too much water in your lawn because that's just too much for the plants. They're not going to be able to live off that. It has to be a little bit by a little bit. So I publish about 20, 21 pins a day, and that's been getting me consistently good results with this kind of stuff. So that is how that works. Now, anything else that I need to show you here? There's one thing that I don't use, and that is the AI writer over here. I personally stick to Koala and ChatGPT to create most of the content that I have on my website. Lately, yes, I try to make it as unique as possible with my own experiences and stuff like that. But generally speaking, to finish up this video, let me run you through how I personally use Blog2Pin. So I have my nature website, the Nature Seeker. This is where I create pins to send to my my website from Pinterest, and let's say I create this new piece of content that's over here. So actually, let me do it this way. So I have this one that I created called 2-Day Olympic National Park Itinerary. This is a keyword that I want to pop up for in Pinterest. So I have all of these beautiful images that are over here. And basically, once I publish this, I will let Blog2Pin know that, hey, this is a new blog post that I published. It will pick it up. And then what will happen is it'll actually take these images that are over here and say, hey, we can take these images and put them on Pinterest. And then you can just say, hey, select, good to go, no problem. Then what I do is I create AI pins for that. So I'll go to AI pins, and let me actually take that post here it is, Olympic National Park Itinerary. That is this one right here. And I'll create like a couple of AI pins for it. So I will have image pins that are ready to go through Blog2Pin and AI pins that are automatically created, all of which are SEO optimized and ready to be scheduled out and published within Pinterest, all with literally a few clicks of a button. I used to take hours a day to do this on my own. With Blog2Pin, excuse me, it now takes me so much less time. And with this new saved time that I have, I'm now growing a second website. I'm in the process of growing a third. I have more time to spare on other internet marketing projects. So now my business is growing thanks to this tool. And so here's the thing about this last feature with the AI pin. So you can bulk create, which I personally have used from time to time, but single page is the best option for me over here. So if I click on a page, you can actually even have it do a pin text overlay. What that means is you can tell it what to say in the image over here by just manually typing it in, like 2-Day Olympic National Park Itinerary Guide or whatever you want it to be. This can literally be the keyword that shows up in the AI pin. You can also go down here and include, if you want to include website URL, so down here it'll say the name of your website. I personally don't use that because nobody really reads that kind of stuff. You can also do different options that are out here. I recommend premium or legacy for the image quality. When it comes to the size, always make sure that it's Pinterest favored, which is 9:16. You can also use reference images. So I want you to notice something here. When I selected this page, if you scroll down here, see how it says reference image? It pulled this image and pulled it over here. So that's why when you see these images, they are relevant to the content of your blog post. It knows what to create. Furthermore, if you click on advanced settings, you can go a little bit further. Type realistic, I always go for. It's all default set to that. Additional image prompt, this is where you can give it more instructions if you want to. You can really go really deep with this stuff. But even if you don't do anything, you don't click on any of this stuff, you don't do any of this stuff, and you literally just click on generate pin, it will create this kind of high quality pin and others. I mean, you can see the variety of the pins that I have created for so many different posts that I have had. And I've shown you already that these results are speaking for themselves. This program works really well. Obviously, I can't guarantee it for everyone, but I can tell you that from my personal experiences, from the experience of the person that recommended it to me, and the clients that he recommends it to, they're seeing results with this stuff. So I highly recommend it. I really do, because this has really taken my Pinterest business to the next level. I think I might have mentioned it before in the video. I was getting like 10,000 plus outbound clicks from Pinterest a month, which is not bad, and I was slowly growing, but this really helped build that up way higher to 15,000, to 20,000. It's a little bit lower right now, but it's coming back up, and I want to get to a point where it's 50,000 outbound clicks, 100,000 outbound clicks a month, and that is really, really much faster and possible to do, in my opinion, with a program like this. I am testing others that I'll be talking about in the future, but for now, I will say that Blog2Pin is an excellent program. I highly recommend it. I will leave a link to it below in the description of this video and the pinned comment. Yes, I am an affiliate for it, but I actually have tried it. I still use it. I use it literally every day. And so if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, share, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. If you have questions about this, let me know. If you want me to make more videos about this tool, let me know. But other than that, I will see you all in the next video. Take care, everybody.